Zach, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. He will lead this one off today. First pitch on its way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A solo shot here for Whit Merrifield. Third home run for him on the year as the Jays get the game's first tally. It's 1-0.
What a swing. What a huge boost right there. Not only does it get your boys fired up, but it kind of silences the crowd for a minute.
So now to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. Hard hit towards center. Reed is right there, one down. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping in is Trent Grisham. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. On to the bottom of the first, and Toronto's off to the early 1-0 lead. Clayton Kershaw gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. And that's the first down. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, this lineup is really needing a lot more out of Elvis Andrus these days. He's really struggled to produce runs. No RBIs in this series so far, and he's a guy they count on to put runs on the board to help them win games.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry. Fouled off.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jed Lowry becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike one. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The pitch. Grounded to short. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
That is it. The center field.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the dish, Matt Wieters. Not easy to do his job at get out of that crouch at 6'4", 6'5", and throw an absolute rocket down to second base. And, oh, by the way, hit from both sides of the plate. Look for him to have a big day today.
George Springer comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The average to start play at .315. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. Hit to short. There is Andrus. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Oh, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Drilled right back up the middle. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Kenna will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The catcher, Gary Sanchez.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. First offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Count even now at 1-1. That's a base hit into center field. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting, right fielder.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Whit Merrifield next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Tatis over at second. Sanchez at first, 2 out in the inning. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Jays lead it 3-0. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Matt Olson is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Mark Canha's at the plate now as he looks at strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Count is 1-2 now. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Into the box, Seth Brown. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Kershaw comes set. Here's the 0-1. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the...
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. The A's strand 1. They trade. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. The pitch. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he is in there. So one away in the Toronto third. And that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game. At the plate now is George Springer. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He singled in his first AB. Half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, reined in, and the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the A's nothing. Leading off the inning, it'll be Buddy Reed, and they could use a spark from him here.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Merrifield moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting none.
Next up is Nate Mondu. First pitch of the AB now.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, Miguel Sano. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano. 6th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Yusmeiro Petit answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Now batting, the catcher.
To the plate now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Left side of the infield into the shift. Andrus fields it cleanly, and there's one away. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 0 for 7. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Adalberto Mondesi is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Chopper to short. Andrus has got to get rid of it, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's running. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Striding in is Jed Lowrie. Dero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
And Lowrie swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for route number 1.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Matt Chapman will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And he fouls this one off.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Fouled away. Here's Kershaw with another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the Sun. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch, and that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen, and they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that brings up Trent Grisham. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. So 2 out, nobody on. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. First pitch on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left. 0-2, here it is.
Ball, second time.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So now it's Mark Canha. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Popped up. Guerrero moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, right field.
Now into the box, Seth Brown. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Here's George Springer. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, just 3 for 14. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Here it comes.
Ball 3.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now back.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. First offering on its way.
Nope, that's the ball.
1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Ro, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And it's fouled away. Runners off for second. Poor base running there. Got him caught in the hot box between first and second. And they will tag him out between first and second. And whatever that was, it backfired, and there are 2 away. Drilled on the ground is short. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. So now into the box is Gary Sanchez. He bounced out last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 0-1 on its way. Hard hit toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
With Miller.
Into the box now, Whit Merrifield. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And that's down into left center for a base hit. And the route is officially underway. It is 7-0.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Ro. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
2-2 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. And now in the box, Buddy Reed will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Elvis Andrus is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Sergio Romo comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Now to bat, Marcus Semien. First offering. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. In to hit will be Trent Grisham.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Stepping in next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Chapman's got it. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that... Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Jed Lowry. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mount Davis for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Matt Chapman takes the hat trick with his 3rd strikeout of the night. Matt Olson is He's in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. In time to first, and there are two away. So two are gone now in the Oakland half of the seventh. And striding in to bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's going to get down out there.
On cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Standing in now, Seth Brown, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. Now at the plate here is George Springer. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And he swings right over the top of this one. 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Now here's the pitch. That misses. 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, when they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
In now, Fernando Tatis Jr. as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, can't get on first.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're on top 7-1. Now to the plate, Matt Wieters. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Fouled off. And this one's off the fists as he fights this one off, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Wieters is retired, and there's one away. Wilson Contreras will have to come on and take over behind the plate after the injury.
Now catching, number 40.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Buddy Reed. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a fastball's in there for strike one. One out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night. Changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Nate Mondu is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Unless they forfeit.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Merrifield is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Jake Wendell down there. Now with mop up the Robles, he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. And stepping in, Wilson Contreras. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Ball one.
No, 1-1.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Whit Merrifield. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Pitch on the way. High in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Next, it'll be Adalberto Mondesi. He's 1 for 4 so far. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's 1-2.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy has come in and just executed everything he's wanted to against this offense. Nice to settle the boys down.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
1-1 the count. Here it comes now to Andrus. And he fouls this one off. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Grisham is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jed Lowry. He doubled his last time up. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Okay, let's go to the mound.
We'll get a trip to the mound.
In case something happens.
Swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because the hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a blooper to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Last strike now for Oakland. Weak roller right side. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 7-1 the final today. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Clayton Kershaw earns his 5th winner of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Frankie Montas struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The other day, with like 3 matches, that belt is nothing. I'm gonna put that belt up. You want it? You have it here. You are now the dark champion. This guy's focused on the most insignificant shit. I put that belt up the other day with like 3 matches. That belt is nothing. I'm gonna put that belt up. You want it? You have it here. You are now the dark champion. This guy's focused on the most insignificant shit.
First for the victorious Blue Jays. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Athletics, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base.
You're gonna be happy. Keep fighting today. That's my week on Monday. Nothing's come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know, work hard is the best way.